Hey art enthusiasts, I know I am a bit late in sharing the Diwali painting tutorial, but nevertheless, better late than never. So I am sharing the tutorial of this artwork. This is done on a sketchbook on the backside of the Durga Maa painting. So I am also a bit very skeptical and scared because I have to put water very wisely. I cannot go with a lot of wet on wet layers. So, considering that, I have chosen to paint the main subjects first and then go with the background washes later. I am starting to work from light to dark shades, and this artwork has a lot of yellows, very different shades of yellows from brighter, warmer, as well as cooler, along with lot of highlights and shadows too because of the bright light that is being emitted from the diyas. So considering all these things in mind, I have approached the subject in this way to first paint the four diya spaces, not the diyas as such. The background dark color that we can see, mostly the any background color in the night. So we have taken it as a darkish brown, very near to black shade, a mix of burnt sienna and sepia, a bit of reddish undertone also I am giving to maintain some drama and energy and vibe in the painting. I am going with a lot of layers, as you can see, first from the lighter outline and then building layers of orangish and light brownish tones for the shadows in the bottom area and for the background the darkest areas. As you can see, I am leaving the area that is required to be lit up, or the light that is coming from the diya, mostly white or just a wash of any color, and lifting that up if I think the color is excessive in those areas. So since approaching this kind of subjects is a kind of first time for me, I am reworking, analyzing the work, looking back and seeing if everything is right or not, and then going back and working, reworking, wetting. I am doing a lot of experiments here. The most challenging part that I have faced is sticking to the palette. So I am not taking any extra colors. I am using all the colors that are available in the Flares palette of Thobi watercolors. You can get this palette from the website Thobi Arts. Also, you can use my code ESWATHOOVI to get 13% off on the purchase of any products from their website. I personally love the colors range in this palette. It is designed for an autumn palette or such kind of very warm paintings, and personally I prefer to go with these brand colors as I am associated with them, and also it is an Indian brand which I prefer. I am applying the same technique all throughout the four spaces that I have sketched out, and the reference I am using has a kind of different shapes of diyas. We all know that diyas are always not the same shape. We'll have different sets of diyas. We'll mix and match sometimes. So that's where I am trying to keep it very natural. And from the reference picture, I have understood this wall is kind of a mud wall, not a very well structured cemented wall. That is why even the edges, the shadows and reflections, or the darker and lighter areas that I'm painting are a bit curvy, are a bit not in super harmony, not super straight lines. So these are the some aspects that I have observed before going ahead and painting subject. Mostly I do these kind of observations for all the reference pictures and then decide the color combinations or the palettes that I want to use. I think these tips might help you in your future artworks. I am done with this part, the inside areas or the background areas, and now the front part, that which is will be visible, we mostly say the foreground area, that I am wetting it gently and then again applying the same rule of lighter color to darker color. So I have taken the lighter tone of yellow and some shades within the range of yellow ochre I am applying, or Indian yellow. I have gone in the next layer, a bit of reddish undertone. So you can say this technique falls similar with the underpainting. So I have underpainted the actual wall with the lightest tone so that that warmthness and the vibrancy is there in the final dried version as well. So this way you can try at your end as well. And I'm building a lot of shadows because it is a night time. Because of the bright diyas, there are a lot of shadows, and it took me quite a lot of time to work on the shadows area because I am not using much water. Again, you all know the reason. I said background is already having a painting backside of this page, and it is a sketchbook without the edges. I am trying to paint full, so it needs a bit of strategy, careful understanding of the painting, careful understanding of the water. So I am taking things slow and steady. Since it is a fast forwarded video, you can think that a lot of things are going on, but I'm sure some tips that I'll be sharing through this voiceover will help, and you will get a hang of how you have to approach a subject. I can't stop myself to mention about the sketchbook and the brushes. Till now, I have used the flat brush to add such amazing background, and even the round brushes I'm using now are from Aquatone. This is again an Indian brand which is making cruelty free brushes, very well suitable for watercolors and in an affordable range as well. I'll tag the website in the details of this video. You can check it out. And the sketchbook is from September Floor Store. Again, I'll give the link for that in the description. So she is an artist as well and equipped with the skill of making sketchbooks. More details you can see on this on my Instagram as well about the sketchbooks, paints and the colors that I'm using. Now coming back to the painting, I have painted the diyas and now working on the light area. Initially I thought of leaving this white itself, but it is not looking so bright, it is not popping up. So I have used a bit of lemon yellow that is there in this palette, which is very bright, kind of opaque side a bit, and it really emphasized the light element I want for these diyas. So as you can see, it's a mix and match of lot of colors. We started with yellow and then went with oranges, browns, and burnt sienna and a bit of black or sepia tones to add more depth and meaning to a painting rather than a flat 2D painting. Still, the shadows are not yet done on the wall area. I am going back and reworking on it for sure. I am almost done with the diyas and adding more drama in the background with a bit of oranges and yellows to just brighten it up and not make it so dull. So when you add dark colors or earthy tones, it will become a bit dull. So to brighten them up, if you add more warmer side tones like bright yellows or Indian yellow or orange shade, it will brighten up a bit as an underpainting. And then on top of it, you can go again with your shadows of burnt sienna or black or Payne's grey as well. Mostly I'll prefer burnt sienna in this case. And I am drying with hair dryer. We are done with this painting, and with lot of tips I will be winding up this tutorial for you all. I hope some of the tips might have helped you in improving your process of watercolor paintings. Do check out my Skillshare for long length tutorials, and I will see you with another video soon. Happy creating!